Friday. Let's get back to the Tuesday of this week.
I'm running and I thought maybe I should go to the Register site where will be my exam for the driving. And I just checked. I found the time for tomorrow.
C category is already in my pocket. Now next week, Tuesday, I have my C plus E category with the trailer, and if I pass it, then my plan is perfect. The November 1st, I'm going on my first trip. Still also a lot of stuff needs to be done. And this week was pretty much empty. I haven't done anything, just a lot of emailing and not a lot of good stuff.
In between of the all emailing work I managed to squeeze in. I agreed for the fuel card and the road toolbox. I will go with the E100. I agreed with the TMS system and CRM systems. I'm going to go with 4 lodges, and I also agreed with the tracking ID. I was choosing between Lock Tracker and the Fleet Hand, but I chose to go with the Lock Tracker because a few of my friends recommended it for me. So for the first truck, I'm going to go with the Lock Tracker. Maybe in the future we will also try out the Fleet Hand, but it was much more expensive, I can say, than Lock Tracker. And for the first truck, I think the Lock Tracker will work just fine.
So, as the providers is pretty much done, I can share with you the numbers that I've got. What's my fixed cost for the truck if I drive rounds like Lithuania, Scandinavia, Lithuania? What if I drive just in Scandinavia, from Lithuania to Scandinavia, a few weeks in Scandinavia and then back? Or if I will work in Europe? But I think I will not touch the subject of Europe just yet. In Europe mainland, at this moment, I'm going to be focusing on Scandinavia because this market is most interesting for me. I think it's most interesting for a lot of us guys here in the Baltic states because some consider it easy, some consider it...
In between of editing this video, I received a phone call that there is a need for logistics service. One of the customer have a broke down truck in Germany and he needs to bring it here in Lithuania. So he called me to ask for help, and for my help I will make a few hundred of the bucks. So the first deal is already secured for Tegon Transport. I'm super stoked about it, and next week we should deliver this truck because Tuesday or Thursday we're loading it, and Saturday or Sunday it's going to be here in Lithuania. So first deal secured. Now let's get back counting fixed cost for kilometer.
Less expensive to start. I also think it's the same, but just when I've been in Sweden, I loved this country very much. It reminded me of the United States. I don't know in which case, but it just did. So I really liked it and I want to try there. So yeah, I think I have my computer here. I've did a few of the calculations if it will be possible for me because my editing skills are not the best. But yeah, let's pick the numbers. So if I'm going to be working rounds, which I think I will be doing because fuel tanks of my truck is going to be around I think 1.2 tons, so 1,200 liters. So I counted how many kilometers, but I think like 30 liters. 30 liters per 100 kilometers. So I think sometimes it's going to be less, sometimes maybe even more. But I take 30 liters as base. I will try to do my best to be like in 28, 27. It would be good, but we'll see. 1.250. Let's go ton. Divided by 30 and by 100. So it's 4,000, almost 4,200 kilometers. With fuel tanks, I will be able to go from Lithuania to like Sweden or Finland to work here in those countries for maybe 1 week or maybe 1.5 weeks and then come back here in Lithuania. Because at the moment the export prices are very good for the loads from Lithuania. That's my plan. To go from Lithuania to Sweden or Finland, to work there for a week and then come back here home in Lithuania. So maybe like go for the whole week, do 24-hour stop in Scandinavia, then work for 4 more days, come back in Lithuania and do 72-hour rest already here in Lithuania. That's going to be, I think, efficient. 4,200 kilometers. Fuel price. Yesterday I speak with Lithuanian provider, and each day the prices are changing. But on yesterday price with VAT, I got the price of €1.34. So I will be counting all with VAT. If it's €1.34, so my 1 kilometer will cost, it's going to be 40 cents for diesel. Then next cost is going to be insurance plus casco. So it's going to be €254 per month. So all of those costs I do for 10,000 kilometers. If I drive more, it's good for me. But I take as 30 liters for diesel the base. I will take all others 10,000 kilometers base kilometers per month that I must do to make my money. So the insurance plus casco, it's €254, so it's 0.025 cents. For amortization, if something breaks down or something, I will be putting aside for each truck €500 per month, so it's 5 cents per 1 kilometer. Then driver salary, if he's going to be working in rounds, so it's going to be around 20 working days. I think it's on the very upside, the €100 per day, so 20 working days, €2,000 per month. It's I think more, it's going to be like €90 per day, but with all benefits, if he's going to make more miles, he will get the additional bonus, maybe some fuel to his own car. So I count the €2,000 to hand. So with all expenses and everything, the driver will cost €2,600. So it's 26 cents per kilometer. My tires, they cost €400 per unit. They can do like 200,000 kilometers on lower side, I count, so it's 0.024 cents. Then oil changes and yearly, those are done yearly or every 70,000 kilometers. You need to change oil, you need to change filters and all of this shit. So it's going to be 2 cents per 1 kilometer. Then all the administration, it's like my accountant, it's going to be the cargo, the Timocom, all the freight exchanges. So I count €500 per month, so it's 5 cents 1 kilometer. And CMR insurance is going to be, I see, yesterday I received the price, it's some kind of funny price, €37 per month for 300,000 insurance. So if we add all this up, let me check, it total ups to 83 cents and even more, but yeah, it's 83 cents, or we can round it up to 84 cents. So that's my base kilometer without road tool and without the lease for the truck. Scandinavian roads, I don't think it's necessary to buy a brand new truck. You can buy like a few years old with 300,000-400,000 kilometers. As the Lithuania is near, you can come back to repair those trucks not so bad. And then it's going to be like 93 cents. So I think the mathematics are going to be good. Like I see here, and I know the rates at the moment, it's good, it's not bad. You can make money with, you put driver and you can make like 1,000-2,000 euros profit. Not so hard if you don't break down, or there's also a lot of stuff that can be done. Mathematics are adding up. Just for the first month, I think I will need to take the faster payments from the providers of loads, because I counted up and there is a lot of ferries, and ferries cost from 500 to 600 euros. So there is a lot of expenses for this. For the first month, or maybe for the first few months, I'm going to be needing to take the faster payments. because I don't have the enough capital for it. Let's take my coffee and let's go downstairs. I'm holding my phone because I'm waiting for the phone call. It's Saturday and I must receive the phone call at any given moment for the price of the truck I'm going to buy. So it's always open side, so if anything happens, I always grab it and check it. But if I receive the price today, I have Tuesday my driving exam, but I think I'm not going to wait until Tuesday, and maybe even tomorrow I'm going to sit to car, drive to Austria, pick this truck, and up until Tuesday I will come back here in Lithuania. But this one we will see how it turned out. If no, it's even better because Tuesday I learn my exam, Thursday I get my driver's license, and Friday I can pick up this truck myself. And it would be an interesting video because my very first long trip with truck, with my own truck, I'm picking it new, brand new, second-hand, brand new, like Matt Armstrong says. I love this saying, brand new, second-hand. So yeah, all the numbers are adding up. On the paper it looks super good and profitable, but we will see how it turned out. In all of my calculations, I see myself getting 3 trucks next year. We will see with the drivers how it will be, if it is going to be hard to find good drivers or no, but yeah, my goal is for the next year is between 3 and 5 trucks. If I will be seeing that I'm doing good, it's all the numbers are adding up and everything, then I will try to speak with my father or with someone else to get those cheaper trucks like I'm buying right now, but with a bit of, not lease, like lease terms. I will pay like half the money for the truck, and then I will paying like 1,000, 1,500 per month, and I will be paying this out throughout like 4 or 5 months, because the trucks like cost 15,000 euros, so not that much. But for the starting capital, yeah, I see that I will be short of money if I do loads. I'm only going to get paid like after 45-50 days, so it's 2 months of working, and yeah, I will be having like 9-8 on the better side, maybe 10,000 euros of capital to play with. So that's not a lot, because if it's going to be 3,000 liters of diesel, it's already 4,500 euros. Then all the ferries, the road tools, but road tools are not so expensive, so I'm not worrying about it here in Lithuania and Scandinavia side. But yeah, everything going to be fine. Sorry guys for this video that it's not that interesting, but not a lot happened in this week. I just was choosing all the providers, which I did, and I'm glad. On the Monday I will sign all the contracts, and it's going to be done deal. Just final exam for CE category to get the price for the truck, and as he said, on November 1st, holding crossed fingers that I'm going to be going on my first trip. Stay tuned for next week's vlog. It's going to be, I think, much more interesting, because we're going to be picking my first truck. See you next week.